been a while.
It's okay. Hey there. It's been a while. It's okay. You can look at my butt. And we're back!
So dumb as fuck. We're back.
You all know what we're talking about. And we're back.
I don't know if they do. I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about until you showed me that video.
Oh, that's great. This is episode 100. We've been putting this episode off because I just wanted to stop. I wanted to start a new season.
Yeah.
Like something different.
And then it was just driving Kayla crazy that we stopped at 99 and we were just one episode away from 100.
I mean, we could technically just stop right here and not finish.
Nah.
She wouldn't post it. Oh, she's like, I don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. All right. For episode 100, we figured we'd just look back on our origins. We'll just look back at our journey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's
Podcast of the past.
take a walk with us down memory lane. Episode number 1.
I hope this is what
Do
I think it
you
is.
remember? I barely remember episode number 1.
I hope it's the monster truck fucking thing.
Let's watch.
What is it? So, like, what are the scams that we're hearing? Like, zero down.
You know, if it's not, she's going to have to put some of that in.
Oh,
she's going to
I
just
know.
have to put it in there. Look, she's like, yeah.
Companies out there that are twisting the definitions of specific words.
You look
to try to
totally
make it
different, bro.
sound like you're getting something
Youngster.
free. Like,
Should have had a hat on. My hairline's fall.
neighborhood program. Your city
I
has
look
special
thinner. How many years ago was this?
programs just for you. Your roof,
I was at Home Depot
your zip code.
this weekend. And you know how they have the guys
How do
walking
you
around?
pause this shit?
Scams that we're hearing.
You know they have the guys walking around like, how's your water in your house? Well, they had a guy walking around for solar or whatever.
At Home Depot?
At Home Depot. You know it's just it's not a Home Depot like
Employee.
right? They
Right.
just give them the apron, the Home Depot apron, right? But yeah, he was walking around talking to people
Oh, that's a horrible face.
and telling them that zip codes
Zero down.
qualify for incentives. Certain zip codes qualify for incentives.
Did you say which ones?
No, I just walked up and I handed him one of my business cards, and I was like, "Just call me if you're really interested." And then I kind of left.
Yeah, I see it all the time. There's a new one. I saw an ad recently that if you go solar with them, they give you a vacation. I think I saw one of the big HVAC contractors out there doing like buy a new unit from us and go on a cruise.
Right? How much are they adding to that to be able to? That's
I mean, obviously it's not free. Nothing's
Right,
free.
right,
You're
right.
paying for it. But all right, let's watch it one more time.
No upfront cost.
Yeah, I think people are just there's a lot of companies out there that are twisting the definitions of specific words to try to make it sound like you're getting something for free,
Like
Oh, Marcus, you used to
taking
be so
advantage
wise.
of things.
your neighborhood program. Your city has
Yeah.
special programs just for you.
Yep, exactly.
Your
like
government
that.
has programs just for you. Your roof is like your zip code has
Yep,
a special
has
program.
a special
Like,
program.
there's no
Arizona-
fucking such thing as such thing as a special program.
how long ago was that? You aged a lot since that episode.
I did.
Yeah.
I think I look more the same. You're baby face over there. Was
I
that
did,
3
I
years
did
ago?
look.
4 years ago? I
Yeah.
don't even know. All of those
Yeah.
scams are still out there.
Oh, I know.
There's
it's crazy.
there's still special programs for all of those things. All right, let's go. Episode 3. Oh, it's not too far, right? It's not too much further into the future.
Now, everything that
But don't forget,
My hair looks better in that
you
one.
need to put on some Sunday.
Only on Sundays. You can only get access to this program Sunday night at 4:54 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you must live in this exact zip code, and you have to enter it now before the program's gone. Limited time only. Act now. Get paid to go solar with this new program. It doesn't cost you anything. We pay you. Homeowners are getting paid to go solar in 2022. Could you be one of them? Enter your zip code below. Requires a license to be had to install. Also requires that same license to be sold.
I also moved the antlers so it didn't look like
what
I had
keeps
antlers
us from
myself.
selling
in certain
other things like
scenarios.
plumbing or landscaping or general contractor. I mean, how many guys have you seen run around that on their truck is like everything under the sun, but one license number?
So I see a lot of companies that are selling products that they're not licensed for. That I feel like that happens.
I feel like you used to look more
industry.
Mexican.
I know that there's electricians out there selling insulation
that racist?
products.
What?
Yeah.
There's definitely electrical contractors selling insulation products. And they're not licensed for that insulation
I
product.
don't know what I
They
look
don't
like
have
right
that
this
license,
moment, but I
but
feel
they're
like I
doing
look
it
better in
kind
that
of
video than-
underneath everything else. They're just
Right,
kinda
they're
doing
like
it.
subbing it out.
Yeah.
And then they're putting it under their license.
I think I had braces in that video.
Did you have braces in that video? But yes, that's still happening too.
Yep. I definitely had braces in that video. That was the time my daughter got braces, and I was like, all right, I'll do it with you.
Right.
Ching.
Yeah.
Sparkle.
Straight.
Thanks, Avery. There's still that shit,
That's
right?
all,
Like
yeah,
you still
I'll
think
fix it.
about like those contractors that are out there, and you look at all the things on their truck. They're still happening. Still happening. Years later, we're still dealing with the same bullshit marketing. One license to rule them all, and sometimes it's not even their license. They just put somebody else's license number on there to make you feel like you hired a licensed contractor. Like all the solar companies that had Titan's license number on their website. You go to their website, the license number was for a different company.
I can't use it anymore.
Can't use it anymore because they went out of business. They filed bankruptcy, right?
Right.
Like they filed bankruptcy. However, one of the owners is running around all the solar shows, pretending like he's the bee's knees to solar industry. All right.
Episode 8.
What is derating, Marcus?
Oh, this one? I think this one got. Oh no, it was the line side tap one.
This one got a lot of views on.
So on this
on
panel,
YouTube
Marcus,
as well.
let's talk
Yeah,
about derating. So we get a question all the time, like, why do you have to change why are you changing my panel?
Yep.
Or what are the options if 40 amps isn't enough?
So let's start with what is derating.
Right.
Derating is ultimately us taking this main breaker that you currently have and making
Oh,
it
you almost got
smaller.
killed.
I know.
Because
You
all
only
this
touch
does
one,
is
but you're only
protect-
touching one phase.
It protects
Oh,
this bus bar
dead.
from being overloaded. So if we make this
Oh.
main breaker smaller, it's protecting this bus bar at a lower
Fingers
rating
lost.
from the utility, pretty much, which makes it so that our backfeed breaker can be bigger.
So yeah, it's limiting how
Because
much
I'm not
can go in.
grounded.
Yeah. So typically, what
But wait a second. My utility says that because I have solar, it makes it harder for them to maintain the lines, and that they need double capacity underground.
Your utility company just wants to charge you money.
Right, because it's all bullshit. Because your amperage, you can't send amperage in two directions.
Yeah, and they're moving that electricity, the electricity that they have, way further than they're moving your solar electricity. Because at the worst, like, you're producing it at your house, selling it to the utility, so putting it onto those utility lines, and they're immediately selling it to your neighbor.
Oh, immediately. Right.
Immediately selling it to
But
your neighbor.
I was at a hearing and they were talking about how they were raising their price because they wanted more money because solar was a long story short. They said that they have to adjust for the amperage going both ways.
Oh.
So just so you guys know out there, if you have a 200 amp rated wire, 200 amps breaker, like your breaker's only going to pull up to 200 amps. Like that's all until the breaker trips. You can't send 200 amps one direction and 200 amps the other direction, making the lines hold 400 amps. It's impossible.
Yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. It's stupid.
But
The
that's how they
utility
try to
company-
trick you.
yeah.
That's how they try to trick everybody into giving them more money.
what we do is we have to run calculations to make sure that derating is acceptable.
Oh. Would you show us an example of calculations, Marcus? We'll wait.
Here, Caitlin will put it on right here. No.
I mean, the calculations are just the 120% rule, right? I mean, it's in the national.
just throw up that guy that's the meme of the numbers calculating somewhere right there. It'll be fine.
Ricky Bobby, what's his Shake and Bake? Who's the other guy in Ricky Bobby?
Oh,
They were in Step Brothers together.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
the guy's name? He's got that, all the numbers?
oh yeah, yeah.
That's him, yeah. It's all in 690.
And once we've ran those calculations, typically this gets changed over to 175 amp main breaker.
Boop, boop, boop. Typically.
So on this panel, Marcus. let's
Typically.
talk
How do I get
about
past
the
this?
rating. So we get.
Oh, there it is.
Episode 21. Man. How many of these we can go through? I haven't done this in so long. I'm already tired.
Yeah, this is the episode where the supply house had like a new line side, like a new tap connector, and I was like, "What is this thing? Like, how does this?" And I went up to the front and was like, "How does this thing work? Like, what do you need to do? Where are the specifications for this and everything?" And he's like, "Oh, that's for line side tap. Let me pull up a video for you to show you how to do this." And he pulled up this video, and he looks at me. He's like, "This is you." I was like, "What?" I looked around the corner and he pulled
It
up
was
this
this video?
video. Yeah.
And it didn't show him how to use that
Not
new
that
piece.
damn connector, no.
I fucking look at YouTube for everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I'm on YouTube learning all sorts of shit.
You got line side, load side. Line side.
You had to pick one where Marcus is walking around in an office in shorts. Like, look at this guy. I bet he has slides on too. Maybe flip flops.
No, I had professional shoes on that day.
Professional shoes and socks with your shorts.
Load side. So if this is a main breaker, you got your line side and your load side. Anything
This
on
is
the,
our
on the
uniform,
loads?
Marcus.
The loads are what
This is our
where the
podcast
power's
uniform.
going to.
I see you're out
for
of
them
uniform to celebrate
pull-
our
pull current
100th
from.
episode.
So the line side or the supply
prob-
side.
did you
is
even
pretty
remember
much
today
just
was
the
100 episode?
utility
We were
side
going to
of
be
the
filming?
main breaker
It's a big
or
day.
the
It's a
overcurrent
big
protection
day.
device.
Isn't it supposed to be a polo?
So anything.
It's a big day.
From this,
Donald Trump
it's a
is still
shirt.
alive.
We were
Everything's
considered
good.
line side or supply side.
What do you
So
think?
when we
it's
see
in
that,
the videos.
we see
like
line
right
side-
there.
I know, but these are old.
I mean, this is a line side
ones.
tap. I mean, so we see line side taps. Some of them have
bad.
more stringent policies than others. As long as you're rated and you have your overcurrent protection device, I don't see any problem with it.
Yeah, it's not. It's not an issue by any means. Sometimes we have to do
Line
it
side
because-
tap, right? There's no problem. Like, you can't pull amperage. Although that particular place, depending on where you tap it, in a line side tap scenario, right? You have your utility coming in. Let's say it's just typically wire coming in, boop,
Yep.
and then you tap those wires,
Yeah.
right? Now from that tap and the utility, those two pieces that are going to the bus has potential for more than that 200 amps.
Yeah, kind of, but not really.
Because
Only if
if
it's
you're-
grounded, right?
Well, if you're pulling power from the utility and your solar's producing power, essentially those could, depending on your demand, it could be pulling.
Well, that OCPD that's right there at the top is going to keep it from, if it gets over 200 amps, it'll trip it,
Sure.
right?
But
And
what
then
if
it
it's
all
a-
shuts
what
down,
if it's a faulty breaker and it doesn't
except
trip?
the utility.
And it doesn't. What if it's a faulty breaker and it doesn't trip? Well,
Yeah.
Maybe we should Maybe we should petition the NEC to put disconnects in, fuse disconnects in for utilities before it even gets to the meter. I'm just joking.
because this electrical panel isn't rated for what we need it to be.
You look
for the
thinner
size
in
of
that
the solar
picture. Like
system.
episode
It's
one
why we're doing a
wasn't bad
line-side
for you.
tap.
This is before I had a baby.
And there's just
you know,
different
I was
codes that you have to abide by when you
well-rested.
do that.
Hear that, guys? We do hire transgenders. Marcus had a baby. You said that was before I had a baby.
you
Did
stupid.
he say I or we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said that was before I had a baby.
Oh my gosh. I didn't have a
Don't
baby,
say
I had a
you,
baby.
They stupid.
Oh my goodness. They stupid.
They stupid.
I'm not about it. I did not see the craftsmanship
Yeah, I remember this.
Switch up
on
there.
this one.
Is
And
that-
the switches on the ceiling?
Yeah.
Come on.
Is that tape?
That's the worst.
Is that like being held on with tape?
It looks like he painted.
The switch is on the ceiling. Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta get to the ceiling to hit that switch.
Put it next to the door.
At least the fan.
And
ones
I
are
only see
protected.
one switch. So you can't have the light and the fan on separately. Like you can't. So if this is in the bedroom, which looks like it, I like to sleep with the fan on. But now I gotta have my fucking.
I have
now I
the
gotta
light
have
on,
fucking
too.
those. What are those fucking eye masks? You know, like got one or the other. Like come on.
Are there bulldogs holding
This is
that
a
thing?
hole, right? This is just a hole. It's weird because like there's a cord going in there. It's like an optical illusion, like a mirror, but it's like a hole to the inside of the fixture. Don't quit your day job.
This is terrible.
You probably don't have a day job if you're at home fucking like thinking up this crackpot shit. Like you gotta be like at home tweaking. Be like, is it hot in here? I need more light. Like, oh, and then all of a sudden a light bulb comes on, like a crackhead light bulb. You know, you've seen the crackhead light bulb. It's like, oh, I got an idea. Next thing you know, you got this.
Pretty much how it goes. I wonder how much I don't need an electrician. I can do it myself. YouTube. How to make a bracket for the fan. How to make a bracket. How to make a 90. Oh man, that's funny.
That was good.
I can't get it right. It's fine. That was it.
Oh, that was it.
I think we should do some more blasts from the past
Yeah.
on episode 200.
Yeah.
How long do you think it'd take us to get to episode 200? I mean, we did take a sabbatical.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you take so much time off of work?
Because I had a baby.
I almost replaced you as my co-host. I was this close.
That's not real.
And I was gonna sit in that chair.
They, them, stupid.